Knife crime is a stain on our nation. It stalks our streets, casting a shadow of fear over our communities. Every day, lives are lost, futures shattered. We see the headlines, hear the statistics, but the true cost of knife crime goes far beyond numbers. It's time to face this issue head on. We can't afford to stay silent any longer. Jahziah was just 13 years old. He loved football, video games, and spending time with his family. Jahziah was a bright light, his laughter infectious, but his life was tragically cut short by senseless knife violence. His dreams, his future, all stolen in an instant. He was stabbed to death in his own home. The shockwaves of his loss rippled through his family and community. Jahziah's story is not unique. Knife crime statistics show a disturbing trend across the UK. This crisis demands our attention and action. We must come together to protect our children, our future. The government talks about tackling knife crime, but their words ring hollow. Time and again we hear the same promises, yet the streets remain unsafe. Politicians deliver speeches filled with rhetoric, but where is the action? We need action, not empty promises. The voices of the community are loud and clear, demanding real change. Activists take to the streets, holding signs, organizing meetings, and calling for immediate intervention. Our police force is stretched thin, resources are scarce, and the justice system often fails to deliver meaningful consequences. Officers work tirelessly, but they are overwhelmed and underfunded. We need to invest in our communities, provide opportunities for young people, and address the root causes of this epidemic. Community centers and skill-building workshops are essential. Poverty, lack of education, and social exclusion all contribute to the cycle of violence. In inner-city neighborhoods, the signs of neglect are everywhere. We need a holistic approach. Community leaders and social workers are already working tirelessly to implement solutions. Addressing crime requires a comprehensive strategy that includes education, economic opportunities, and social support. Section 4. Stop and search. A necessary evil? Stop and search is a controversial issue, but it's a conversation we need to have. It's a practice that has sparked intense debate with strong opinions on both sides. Some argue that it infringes on personal freedoms and disproportionately targets certain communities. Used correctly, it can be a vital tool in getting knives off our streets. The removal of these dangerous weapons can potentially save lives and reduce crime rates. However, the key lies in its proper implementation. Yes, it needs to be done fairly and respectfully, with proper training for police officers. Officers must be equipped with the skills to conduct searches without bias and with a clear understanding of the community they serve. But when a young life is at stake, can we afford to rule out any measure that might prevent another tragedy? The loss of even one young person is a tragedy that ripples through families and communities. We must weigh the potential benefits against the risks and strive for a balanced approach that prioritizes both safety and justice. Section 5, the price of inaction. The cost of inaction is simply too high. Every day we delay, more lives are lost, more families are destroyed. This isn't just a problem for certain communities, it affects us all. We must demand better from our elected officials. They work for us, and it's time they started acting like it. Section 6, demand action, demand change. This is a call to action. Contact your MP, write to the Prime Minister, make your voice heard, demand tougher sentences for carrying knives, demand investment in our communities, in youth services, in education, demand a future free from the fear of knife crime. Let's honor Jahziah's memory by creating a safer future for all our children.